open season.
What's going on, guys? It's D-Ben. I hope y'all have a blessed day today. And if you enjoy having open conversation to your favorite season, feel free to hit the subscribe button. That being said, let's go. The Denver Nuggets are the 2023 NBA champions. And this should not come as any surprise, as they were the #1 seed in the Western Conference, while the Miami Heat were the 8th seed in the Eastern Conference. And they had to fight their way just to make it into the playoffs via the play-in. And then they extended their series against Boston in the Eastern Conference to 7 games. While Denver was well rested and waiting for them. Denver was also very motivated throughout these playoffs, as they wanted to prove that they are truly the best teams, as they were very disrespected along these playoffs. So with this win, they left no doubt as to why they are indeed the best team, finishing 16-4 in these postseason. And a quick shout out to my fellow Canadian Jamal Murray for showing out in these playoffs and letting everyone know that he's no bubble fluke. He can hang with the best of them, despite coming off of an ACL and recovering from it these past 2 years. He is now the 9th Canadian to win an NBA championship. So following this championship, the Nuggets are now the odds-on favorite to repeat as champions the following season. Which begs the following question: can the Denver Nuggets be the NBA's next dynasty? What do you think, Coach?
We're not satisfied with one. We want more. We want more.
As you heard, Coach Malone is certainly not satisfied with one. We want more. And why wouldn't he? Nikola Jokic is 28, Jamal Murray 26, Aaron Gordon 27, and Michael Porter Jr. 24. Their core is just entering the prime of their career. And not only that, they love sharing the basketball and playing for each other. Although Jokic and Murray are the head of the snake, they set the tone as far as playmaking goes. Obviously, we know that Jokic is the best big man passer in today's game and maybe of history. But did you know that Jamal Murray has had 10 or more assists in the last 4 games? And the only game that he hasn't had 10 or more was this past game with only 8. This is what makes these Nuggets so lethal. They move the basketball and create the most optimal shot. It won't always be Jokic or Murray who are going to hurt you. It's really the others, as we have seen not only in this series, but in the entire postseason. In Gordon, in Brown, the other Brown, KCP, and in the clincher, it was Michael Porter Jr. attacking the paint and finishing with 16 points. You know you have a good team when each of your 4 core players could be a star if they wanted to. Here's what I mean. Michael Porter Jr., the youngest of the core, people don't understand how good he was coming out of high school. He was a top-ranked player, could bring up the ball, hustle pull, had every move in his bag. But then when he got to college, I believe that's when he got his back injury, and that really hurt his draft stock. Going into that draft, he got drafted, I believe, in the end of the lottery with the Trae Youngs and all those guys. But Michael Porter Jr. can legitimately be an all-star if he wanted to. And we all know what Gordon does on the defensive end, guarding the opposing team's best player. And boy, has he had to guard some guys, some dudes in Kawhi Leonard, Kevin Durant, LeBron James, and Jimmy Butler. But don't get it twisted now. Gordon can also score, especially down in the paint. And when they start leaving him open, he can knock down those threes. Gordon can legitimately score 20+ points if he wants to. But when you have guys like Jokic and Murray, obviously you can't always get those shots because they're the preeminent stars, but he gets his shots where he can. But most importantly, these guys want to win. So those shots, they don't really care about that. They'll get their shots when they can, but ultimately the goal is to win a championship. And that's what makes these Nuggets very special.
And do you feel like you get the credit you deserve?
I'm not here for the credit. I'm here for the wins. And playing with guys like the guys that are on this team is just a blessing. It's a beautiful opportunity to play with guys on the team that have so much talent, have so much skill and have so much passion for the game of basketball. And, you know, that's what I've always loved, you know, is to play the right way of basketball, and we do that here. And it's just, I mean, I don't care if I scored 50 or 0, you know, as long as I'm helping impact the game and we're winning.